A Docker swarm is a group of either physical or virtual machines that are running the Docker application and that have been configured to join together in a cluster. Once a group of machines have been clustered together, you can still run the Docker commands that you're used to, but they will now be carried out by the machines in your cluster. The activities of the cluster are controlled by a swarm manager, and machines that have joined the cluster are referred to as nodes. Swarm mode is a clustering solution built inside Docker. Docker Swarm is a container orchestration tool, meaning that it allows the user to manage multiple containers deployed across multiple host machines. One of the key benefits associated with the operation of a Docker Swarm is the high level of availability offered for applications. In a Docker Swarm, there are typically several worker nodes and at least one manager node that is responsible for handling the worker node's resources efficiently and ensuring that the cluster operates efficiently. Docker Swarm is the Docker native clustering solution that turns a pool of Docker hosts into a single virtual server, allowing clustering with the built-in swarm orchestration. Let's see how to configure and use Docker Swarm using online browser. Go to https://labs.play-with-docker.com/. Then create Docker Swarm as we will show it. No need to install anything. Click this spanner icon to configure and create multi-nodes cluster for Docker Swarm. Choose one manager and one worker template for this demo. We need to start afresh by forcing leave the default Docker Swarm created for us, by starting create it ourselves from scratch. Now let's create Swarm by running the following command. Great. Now we manage to create Docker Swarm cluster. We need to join other nodes by using the shown command whenever we need to join nodes to cluster. Go to worker 1 node and run the join swarm cluster command. Voila! We managed to join our node in Docker Swarm cluster. Great work! Let's list our nodes. We need to visualize our cluster. Luckily we have Docker Swarm Visualizer project. Let's run it inside our swarm. Each node in the swarm will show all tasks running on it. When a service goes down, it'll be removed. When a node goes down, it won't. Instead, the circle at the top will turn red to indicate it went down. Tasks will be removed. Occasionally, the remote API will return incomplete data. For instance, the node can be missing a name. The next time info for that node is pulled, the name will update. Now, let's install Swarm Visualizer by run the command inside the Docker Swarm as shown here. You can access Swarm Visualizer now through this port. As you can see, our Docker Swarm cluster is now visualized and one application is deployed, which is Visualizer. Let's us deploy another application. We deploy Nginx with 2 replicas and see how Visualizer will behave. Run it on Manager 1 node. Our application service is up and running. Let's us check Swarm Visualizer now. You can see our applications are deployed and Swarm schedule them accordingly in each nodes. Here are basic Docker Swarm commands. Learn them by practicing them accordingly. And as we can see, we learned some Docker, some basics without installing it locally. Still we managed to run applications. I hope you have learned something new today. Subscribe to watch more videos. Check links on description. Happy learning.